To try and keep involved in this. Look at that Biggie Smith in. Right, we're on 25 to 8 on Monday night. 20 degrees still in here. Told you it was always warm here in the summer. Oh, just a quick one. Shout out to Alan Pirouette for my picture that I've got on the wall now. He sorted that out for me. Took a fantastic picture when the car was first built, and we've got it put up on the wall. You can actually see it when you come in the garage through the window. So that's minted. Thanks for that, Alan. The car, we're on the British Championship prep for Kingslynn now. I think it's 2 weeks' time. In fact, it's not this weekend coming, but the weekend after. So, doing a wee bit of metal work. We've got that bar cut out there. I don't know if you remember, it was all smashed in from the last time I was at Kingslynn. Bar there, and the wee triangle plate. We've got, there's a rule change, or not a rule change, but a rule enforcement come in that they're not happy with this bar running from there to there, so that needs cut in there and diverted down onto that, so we're not allowed to have this piece here. Obviously that will take the strength out, so we're going to need to put a bar in here instead, which is allowed. And then at the back, because we're doing that, at the back we need to cut this one 6 inches back and then divert it into the back bumper there. Same as this bar here, it's not allowed to run right to there, it needs to be cut there and a gap there. That's what it is, that's fine. Needs a back bumper as well, because that's absolutely horrendous. Clearly not going fast enough. Just all bent in, so we get all that cut off. Cleaning these tyres here. So that's what we're on with now. Before any big championship, British, World, Euro, whatever, we go over the car front to back, check all the wiring, all the fuel lines, check everything. Basically the British, well last year as well, but this year is not done out of a hat. It's done qualifying heats. So we'll run 2 or 3 heats to qualify for a grid place in the British. So it's basically survival of the fittest really. You need the equipment under you. On shale as well, it's going to be pretty hard going. So we'll get cracked on, get some metal work done, and see where we end up the night. 9:15. We've got a fair bit done. Corner pieces in with a flat plate in it, and this bit's done. Extra bar on top of there, cut that, like that. Hopefully that's strong enough. I really liked the way it was before, but obviously if you're not allowed it, you're not allowed it. It doesn't matter how much you like it. So that's that. I'm going to call it a night of that. Go home and get my tea. Need to tidy up first. The joys of having, I mean we're lucky to have a ramp and that to do the stock car on, but it is kind of in the middle of the workshop. I mean the door does come in there to drive right in, so I've got steel lying everywhere. I've been cutting it, so there's shavings and that on the floor. So need to get a wee quick tidy up and then aim for tea. Friday night. It's 10 to 6, still 22 degrees. New fuel pump's arrived. We're going to change that, try and eliminate the fuel pump, and we don't have a spare one anyway, so if it doesn't eliminate it, we've then got a spare. Can make sense. Not a bad shift at all on Wednesday night. What did we do? We got rule changes done. Cut out there, 6-inch brakes now in the back because we've not got it at the front. We don't need it on this side because we've got one at the front there. Back's cut out there, perfect. Half the back bumper's off. And Scotty and my dad have done a bit of wiring work in there, and we've changed we had this stupid setup going with a bolt through here for an earth, which was alright for the show, but I'm not happy with it. It doesn't get a good enough connection, so welded a new stud on, changed the wire for there, so that'll go right on there. Gets a bit of earth again. Hoping to try and eliminate misfire. It's probably not that, but it's when you know something's not right, you're as well changing it. So they're away looking for a bit of wire in the shed, and I'm on with cutting steel, bend up the back bumper and get that tacked on tonight, hopefully. That'll do. Tea time now. One bar today, there out to the back bumper, and then weld it up. That'll be us on to the next job. Quick update from Friday. We're on Monday night now. Back bumper's all welded up, on, sweet. This car's so much easier to repair than my old car. Even though we pretty much copied the same design, it's a lot better on this car, much easier to repair, so that's all sorted. Fuel tank's back in. This cover's just sitting on because I'm going to stick on the scales now, but just need to check for leaks and that. Once I've had it on the scales, fuel pump and everything's back in. We've changed the fuel line that we're running a copper line now instead of the braided stuff, because the braided stuff that runs through the car is really high quality, but it's a different size from the pump to the tank, and it was just cheap stuff I got off eBay, and it was all rusting already. So we went with a copper one there. My dad and Scott got most of the wiring done inside the car, upgrading all the earths and just making everything a wee bit more beefy, carry a wee bit more current. I might not need it, but I've got it in my head that it's no thick enough wire, so we're changing all that. Give us a wee bit more weight to play with as well. So next job is clean all the metal dust off it, hoover it all down, and hoover the inside it out, get all the tar and rubber and shale and everything that was accumulated over the last couple of meetings, get all that out, sweep the floor, get the scales out, get it on the scales, see what it weighs now that we've cut those bits at the back and my new bumper, and go for there. That'll do us for the night. We are on 20 to 11. Wee bit done, got it all hoovered out, fuel system built back up, we've got it painted and mucked about with on the scales as well. It's looking a good bit fresher again. It's always good when you just give a lick of paint with a brush. It doesn't take long, but it's definitely looks a lot better. Trying that leaf spring red as opposed to white. Not sure what one I like better. Just mucking about, I had paint left, so give it a quick paint. Back bumper's off painted again. Looking nice and fresh. Got a Scotland flag to put on it somewhere. I normally put a Scotland flag on when it's a big meeting in England. Just something I've always done ever since my first meeting, doing the first big championship. So aye, in terms of the scales, not really much to see. Putting it on, putting it off, changing packers, changing shocks, stuff like that, see what numbers do what. My old car was a bit of a nightmare. I used to always change bits and pieces and then you wouldn't notice a difference, then you would notice a difference in the scales. It was a bit of a nightmare. So, but new car seems to be a lot better, it's a lot stiffer chassis, so you can play with the adjustments a good bit more, which is quite fun. It's like learning again almost, because we've never been able to do that before. So we've spent a couple of hours on it tonight. I've probably went completely the wrong direction, as what normally happens. I do it, then when we go to the track, I say that's absolutely junk and go the opposite way, but we're learning from it, so that's fun. We don't really have a base setting for shale. The last time I had on shale was good, so we've got that to go back to if this doesn't work. But aye, we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. Still got the wiring to finish, gearing to change over. Still got my guard to put on the radiator. Another coat of paint probably on the back bumper because it's a bit. It's like it's kind of reacted a wee bit. It normally does on the steel, but got that to do. Got the van to load up as well. Tyres to prep, the usual. But we've got a no bad start at it this week. End of Wednesday night. Not that much recording tonight. It's been a bit flat out. Scott's finished the wiring. Fuel system's all completely built back up. We've adjusted the fuel pressure. I think it was a wee bit high. Sorted the float level as well. Cabinet's back on. I smoke tested the carburetor and the inlet manifold just to make sure there's no air leaks. Just going through everything we can. Scott's done the gearing. And what else did we do? Alright. New shale guard on it. My old one was a wee bit wee from my old car, so it only covered like half the radiator, so made a new one, bent all around in that, just try and keep the mud out the radiator. We always take a watering can with us anyway to water it down. I've fitted a step onto the back of the new van, onto the tow bar, because I was always jumping up and down on a wheel to get in and out of it, so we've done that. I've sorted the van out as well, because there's a lot of spares in there for the old car. When I got the new van, I just threw everything from the old van into the new van. I never really went through it, so we've went through it all. We've got a couple of inches of steel to cut to the right size, battery to put on charge, and that's the van pretty much good to go. Cars need a wee drop more gear oil and sort of tyres, and that'll be us. Good to go. Woo! Can't be going down there without fancy painted wheels, eh? Usual two-tone silver and red. I bent a wheel, so I've had to paint up a new one, but another coat and that'll be good to go. Plate of console here. Who's standing watching it while I'm working? Well, you actually couldn't write it. Just a way to take the car, the van trailer, just the van, sorry, out the garage. Went to put the door up and the door's broke and it's fell off the top runners up the top of there. So now we're on the forklift, pallet, take the cover off, try and fix the door. Hopefully we get the door fixed because the van, the trailer and the stock car are inside Kingslynn tomorrow, eh? Oh, hopefully we get sorted. We've made it, Kingslynn. To be continued.